I've decided to go ahead and do some YouTube videos about, well, remodeling my RV. I've already had gotten started on doing some of the things. For example, my ceiling. You can see now that it's white. And I guess before it was a color called parchment. Totally ugly color. It's like a yellowish kind of color, and I couldn't stand that. I couldn't. It was just so ugly, and I was like, no, I got to do something. So I went with a color called flat white, and I really like how it came out. And of course, I didn't do that great of a job, so I got to go and do some touch-ups, which I'm gonna do right about now. And amongst with that, get rid of this ugly carpet. What I've already have done, painted my entire shower. Made this also flat white, because I like it. It was also this ugly color. I couldn't stand it. That parchment, whatever it's called. So I completely went and well, first I used some kind of a rubber compound sealing paint, and first started doing that on here, and then I went and painted over that. I'm not sure if I used the white paint. I'm hoping I did, but I guess we'll see over time. So I did my sink, as you can tell. It's also flat white, which looks so much better. Well, that is a new faucet, but it was originally hooked up in my kitchen as a faucet, and I got a new faucet for the kitchen, but the faucet was on here. I didn't like it. It was plastic, and also that parchment color, and it was just so ugly. And that's the thing, that for me, for example, I have this pet peeve about carpet in the bathroom, and it was the same color as this ugly carpet is all over, just all over the bathroom, around the toilet, and I was just sick of it. I was like, well, I already painted most of the bathroom, and I got a new toilet, because the old toilet was one of the ones that you had to bend down, and you pull like a little lever on the side to flush the toilet. Every toilet in an RV or camper, basically you use your foot to flush it, which is fine. I have no problem with that. So I got a new toilet, it's a great toilet. I love it. I can use my foot to flush it, and it's white. It's new. Does an amazing job flushing. I'm so happy actually when I spend the money on getting this toilet. It kind of has that color. Like I said, it's an ugly yellow, and I was just not having that. And yeah, it's all a learning process for me. This is like, I mean, I've done little things before, but not on RVs. And well, this is my own RV now, and I can do whatever I want with it. It's about I think about 32, maybe 31 years old. It's a 1991 Tioga Aero, and I like it. It drives great. Although I use some new tires. But overall, I do like this RV. But you know, age is always a factor when it comes to RVs. Always. And to people who've had this before I didn't really take care of it. Things, you know, got more damage, and just like with anything, like if it sits around, it breaks, right? And at least from my experience, like if you don't use it, it'll just break. It'll rot, it'll break, it'll disintegrate, whatever. So, um, although I can't complain too much because I got it for free. Basically, I had to pay a good amount of money to me to get it all in my name and actually, pull through smog and all that. Which I had actually had no problem passing smog. It passed smog, no problem at all. And I was really glad about that. Of course, I did a tune-up to the engine, which it's a great engine. It's a Ford um, E350. It's got the 460 in it. Yeah, it's got definitely a lot of power. I went and did, like I said, a tune-up on it, to oil change, and some other things. It went definitely like much better. Like I changed the thermostat. Thermostat was always stuck open, and it just would never get up to temp. And I'm like, why is it never going up to temp? And like, I switched my temp gauge, and just find out that that's not the problem. Anyway, long story short, it's a great running engine. I don't have any problems. The transmission is great on it. Like I said, I kind of like to replace my tires because they're getting older and they do have flat spots. Even though I got this whole RV up on jack stands, and I did go and pump up the tires because the person who had this before me didn't take care of any of that stuff, so it's just sat like in the dirt. And like I said, you don't take care of things, they're gonna break. I did go and replace my faucet. It's a great faucet. It's on Amazon. Was I think like about $60 if I can recall. I like it. You can change the stream on it. It's a great faucet. I like it, but fortunately, when I went to go and change the faucet, um, I noticed that this counter, I should actually replace this whole entire counter. Mostly the countertop itself, because as you can tell, like I don't know if you saw or not, but the faucet is at an angle. And that's because I had to put an extra piece of wood in there because where the faucet is mounted, like I assumed that the original faucet, I did see the original faucet in this camper before I even got it, and it was leaking. And that's why the one in the bathroom was originally here, because that one had to be replaced. The old faucet that was on it was just leaking all over, and um, nobody went and took care of it. It just, basically it was leaking every time you were using it, but you're using it, all that water got into the underneath the faucet, and it just started rotting. I mean, this is just presswood, and so all that wood back there is completely deteriorated. There's like hardly anything back there. It went from like a thickness of this down to like this. So it's barely like even on there. So I should just go and replace this whole counter, but I mean, at the same time, I kind of like this counter. So I don't know. I might go and buy some more lumber and try to see if I can just reinforce that um, back area there underneath with more wood, and maybe get it to where the faucet is much more straight, because I have another pet peeve about things not being straight. It has to be straight for me. So yeah, that might be another thing I'm gonna look into. And honestly, like, if this wasn't an RV, this was a countertop at a regular home, apartment, or whatever, be no problem. You go and replace the whole countertop, and they're widely available. But for RVs, no, they're not. Especially for a model this old, um, they don't really have counter sizes like this available to just go buy. Might be able to go and find a counter like this with another older RV. I know that there's a place down south from here. It's quite a ways, but like a 3 hour drive. Um, that I guess that it's a junkyard for RVs and trailers. So and they have everything you look for. Like they have it. It's like I might I might just go there and be like, well, okay, I can get this counter because more than likely I'll probably be able to find one. But it's always taking a guess. But this guy seems this place seems to have a lot of stuff. So might look into that. But maybe for now, until I do that, I'll go and just you know try to see what I can do with more wood back there. Maybe I can save it after all. I don't know. But yeah, so there's some things I have to do. Uh, One of the few things I'm going to have to do is touch up some of the spots here on the ceiling because it's going to drive me nuts. Two, knowing that I have these little spots. This is, it's oil paint, flat white. It's good paint, but it does have the primer and the paint all mixed together, so you don't have to prime first. You can go ahead and just color it, but at the time I was taking like all day doing the bathroom, and then like I started doing that, and then I'm like I gotta change the ceiling, and then I'm like I gotta go and just fix this whole ceiling, and I went and just did one layer, one coat, and now I'm looking at it. I can see all kinds of spots, and it's driving me nuts. I'm like, I should probably go ahead and just do another coat. I'm really hoping I don't have to go remask everything. I mean, first time I did it, I had everything masked, and I can already tell I might have to do some masking here. Oh, I don't know. It's gonna take me a long time, but another thought is I just went out and bought this really nice looking carpet. So, but what's the point of changing your carpet when you gotta go paint, right? You should paint first and make sure the paint job gets done, and then you change out the carpet. Because everything you paint gets on this carpet, I don't care. It's gonna be falling away, and hopefully it'll be done today. I doubt it's gonna be done today, but what I'm hoping for is I'll get a good start on it. What I want to accomplish. What time is it? Almost 3 o'clock. Yeah, probably not gonna be getting too much, but getting this out of here is gonna be the most biggest task. Cause I mean, back in its day when it was brand new, I mean this was some high quality stuff, and it's just gotten mistreated. Now it looks like crap because, well, it's just all kinds of stains everywhere. I can't get these stains out. No matter what I do, I can't get them out. And they have that when they built this RV. I don't know if they still do it to this day. I don't think they do because I think they're trying to save more material so it's less expensive. But from what I understand, I mean it's you got about a 24-foot frame on this Ford club wagon. That's what that vehicle really is. It's a club wagon or club van. Not entirely sure, but it's something like that. So they built a camper and then they go and put it on. And it's a Class C type. So I actually built all of this back here because that's my daughter's room. She's not with me right now, but yeah, she can open that. That is an actual door I went and built out of wood. Literally pieces of wood I went and bought at the local hardware store because I'm like, well, it had these ugly, drenched, ugly, nasty curtains up, and didn't give her much any privacy. And it's like she always has this fear of like walling out at night when she's sleeping. So this made her more feel secure, and I put some actual hydraulic hinges on it so that it's easily to open and easily shutting. And she can lock it from the inside, and she won't have to worry about falling out. If she rolls against the door, it'll stop her. So, not that she ever has, but it's just a fear of her, and well, this makes it easier for her to sleep. I went and put up new blinds. I mean, granted, I didn't do anything with this part yet. I might, not entirely sure, but I want to leave that alone. But these blinds were so dirty and dingy, and it's just like really super difficult to clean blinds, especially blinds that are this old, because if you try to clean them, they'll break. At least that's been my experience with a lot of these blinds. So this is all new, and this, I believe it's actually custom made. I contacted a company that's making blinds, gave them the measurements, and they made it for this measurement. And they're not easy to find. You cannot find blinds like this. Of course, they're cordless. You don't have to use any cords. And well, I mean, you either have it up or you don't have it up. Most of the time, it's sitting down for me. I might open it up today because I need more light. But yeah, and definitely had to go and replace these blinds because my gosh, they were so dirty. You don't even want to know. These are also, just no string. You just pull. Anyway, and my favorite ones. I swear, these are my favorite. Check it out. Complete blackout. Complete blackout, and I love it because I work really early in the morning. It's like super early. And I come home from work. I'm tired. I'm gonna go take a nap, sleep, pretty much all day away. And I can't do that, especially when the sun will have a tendency of just like blurring in here, and it's like the old blinds didn't do any good of hiding light. They you shut the blinds, okay, it got like a little dimmer, but it's still like super bright, and I was like, no, I can't have that. So, and also went and got some right here, so for my screen door. If I want to have my door open and still have my screen shut, I can pull these down and just attach them like this. And, well, it's not that easy for bugs to get through here. But these also will take out any light coming in from the door. And so that's a big plus for me too, because it was so difficult for me to like sleep, especially during the day. And it's like I just want everybody to leave me alone. I'm gonna go sleep for a while because I'm dead tired. I just got off work, blah blah blah. And man, these blinds, I am so glad I went and spent the money on getting these blinds because I really needed to. And I think I may still have to do something with getting it completely sealed so that really can't, any bugs can come through here. Plus, with having this little bit of trim, I don't know if you can see it, but having this little bit here also really makes a big difference of not having the light come through. Such a big difference. Because even like the little bit of light, my head being like right there, it's like just gets in the right position, and it's like right in my eye, and I'm like, I can't see, I'm blinded, and like, and it really keeps the temperature like much cooler when you have blackout blinds. I don't know, I guess the heat or something, I'm not sure. Anyway, I'm gonna show you guys real quick about this door here. I love this door, and it took me a while to make it, but it's great. So I can open it from the inside. Granted, I mean, this is just my own kind of invention, but I think it's awesome. So as you can tell, these are the hydraulic hinges. I don't know if you can tell or not. But yeah, as you can tell, these are the hydraulic hinges. I have 2 sets of them. So this, I just have here just to make sure that during the day my daughter likes to keep this door open because she likes to keep it open during the day. So all she has to do is like this, and it doesn't move until you want to move it. And if you want to shut it, you can shut it and just lock it like that, and boom. No fear of rolling out of the door. But that was my own kind of invention. So if it doesn't look like it came with the hobby, it's because it didn't. It's something I did myself, and I'm glad I did. My daughter likes it, and she's much happier with that. So, anyway, enough of me talking. I'm sure you guys don't want to just watch me talking, right? So, like I said, I'm going to go ahead and take care of some of these spots. And if you guys like it, cool. If not, well, I'm sorry. Anyway. This is the paint I've been using. As you can tell, this is good paint. But if you're going to paint something, especially when it's in something that you're going to be looking at a lot, I don't know. But either way, make sure you know the paint that you're buying. I knew that, I mean, it's good paint, but especially since because, you know, it's with paint and primer. But still, you gotta make sure you do a good job in painting it. That's why I went and got a bunch of these rollers. Also, what I would like to mention is that I did use a lot of the spray paint in the bathroom because it makes it so much easier using spray paint. The way you should be doing it is with a air paint thing. I forget what it's called, but anyway, spray paint really helped getting the whole thing done. And this is 2x cover, so you only have to do it one time. But I'm still debating on whether I use the white paint or not because of the fact that it's a shower. Granted, I did use a Weber code on first, and I think that does help out, especially when it's going to be in a wet environment. So I don't know about that, but it seems to work. I guess I'll find out over time. But yes, like honestly, like I did go and mask pretty much my whole entire bathroom with the masking paper and tape. And if you're going to be doing that, be sure to be wearing all safety things, like goggles, safety glasses, I mean, mask, especially a mask. And you want a good paintless mask, because this stuff, it's super potent. I mean, I first started doing it without any of that, and I'm like, okay, I need to go get some kind of mask, because it was just like, ooh, yeah, not good. Anyway, so be sure and run all the fans that you can get, and like have it super ventilated, as much as ventilation as possible. You don't want this stuff to just sit. Well, you do want this stuff to sit, but when you're doing it, you want to have good ventilation. Just because it's just that potency of it. It's like, oh my god. Anyway, I did use this, so. Oh, and by the way, I'm not being sponsored by any of these companies. I'm just saying, like, this is some good stuff. If you'd like to sponsor me, you know where to find me. As you can tell, I did go out and buy all the stuff you need. You can extend this. But for the obvious purpose, I don't extend it really, because I don't need to. But yeah, so, and I got my, I don't know what you call these things, but they really are very useful for when you're doing a wallers. I might end up using a brush, and if you're doing anything with brush, my piece of advice, go get good quality brushes. Those dollar ones, no. You'll cost yourself a lot more work using those. Get some good quality brushes and get good quality rollers, because other than that, it's like you really are just creating yourself a lot more work than you're in for, in my opinion. I don't know. If you do like to do it like that, cool. But I like it going easy, and this makes it a lot easy. Also, I'm doing this right now because this only is like maybe 2 days old, maybe a little longer. And I can see definitely I missed some spots. But normally, before you're gonna paint, like before you gonna paint over something, make sure that whatever surface you're painting is clean. And it has gotten hot here, so I've been using my AC, and I had to replace my filters in the AC, and I might have to go and do some things with the AC too, because I can definitely tell I missed some spots with that too. But yeah, so just by taking the AC off and on, I can always see put some smudges onto my freshly new white painted AC, so I'm gonna go clean that. But anyway, what I am saying is, before you paint, make sure that the surface you're painting is clean. Otherwise, it's just defeating the point of you painting. Spiders. Everywhere. I did soak the wool in pretty thick kind of paint, and I'm running it up and down this pan because I don't want to have so much on it that paint just will go everywhere anytime I use the roller, and I just want to have enough to where when I use the roller on the surface, it applies evenly over it, and you don't want to make too many strokes doing that because otherwise you'll just have splatter going everywhere. So did put on a pretty heavy coat. Should be good. As you can tell, I gotta redo my mistakes. So probably because I was running the roller out of paint and trying to paint the last section, which didn't really cover it very well. That's why I have spots all over. It's driving me nuts. Okay, so I got done with painting the ceiling. Looks a little better. I think I got the spots now that were bugging me. At least I think so. But who knows? I still may have missed some, which I can see some right here. I'm gonna have to touch it up. Yeah, anyway. And as you can tell, when I did go and use the masking, the masking tape failed me. I have those little spots everywhere, but I think I can live with that. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. For the most part, I think I've gotten the painting done. Although I'm gonna have to touch some. Anyway, I decided that I'm gonna probably have to redo the trim here. I have some trim left. And I think I might do that. And I have like a board mounted here, which is actually right here. And this is where I have my coffee maker, my toaster, and my air fryer on it. So whenever the RV is in motion, if it's being in motion, I can just put this right here with all my stuff on it, and it's not going to go anywhere. But as you can tell, it's very plain type of wood. So I'm going to go ahead and use this bag and use some of the paint I got left to paint this. And yeah, so that's pretty much what I've done so far, and let's get to it. So, also to mention to you guys, I know that board looks quite bad because it's stained with coffee and probably other things. It's right at my cooking range, so I'm sure that the grease has splattered on it. Just let you guys know, I did go and try and clean it as best I can. I'm gonna go paint it as is. I did get it wet, and I'm not really caring too much about that. It's pretty much just soaks it right up and dries up, so it should be fine. And besides the fact, it's an area, it's probably gonna get dirty again, so I don't really care too much. But yeah, I just wanted to basically have it a different color other than, well, the color it is. I'm sure it'll look a little better. Not much, but a little. Anything else? Besides, I gotta go and do this trim again. Well, not again, but again, as in like doing trimming, which I did in the bathroom. And you wouldn't think it'd be that much work, but it really is. I had to actually buy some special glue. Well, not special, it's super glue. I'm hoping that I can use it and not have it dissolve. I don't think it'll happen, but we'll see and find out. sorry to have scenes not in the video. Every time I'm trying to do something, my actual camera, keeps dying because my batteries are not fully charged. So I'm using my phone now. Hopefully it'll work as well. So anyway, so far I've gone and removed the trim, and turns out I only have enough to do this part here. I might do the back part once I get some more of that trim in. And I'm going to be using the super glue to do certain parts of it to make sure it stays. Anyway, I'm going to be cleaning that first so I can even put it down, because right now that's dirty. And it's not going to work very well when it's dirty. So now I'm going to go and place some of the trim in the bathroom, and then that is pretty much it for the trim. And don't worry, I'm not going to bore you guys for that. But yeah, I'm going to go finish that up, wait for this to dry. I may have to touch this up a little bit more. I'll show you guys how it looks right now. So, this is pretty much what I have so far. Oh yeah, I need to go and do that part. But I'm gonna take this off because I have plenty of space here to tape it. Mask tape it with this. I need to close that up before it dries. Yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna do that real quick. Don't worry, I'll edit this so it won't be all like you guys have to pay attention for all this. It'll be real quick. It'll be like 1 second for you guys. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go and take care of that, and then I'm gonna go and do the rest of the trim in my bathroom, and then hopefully sooner or later I can get started on this carpet. I'm not looking forward to this carpet because I know it's gonna be a you know what, to get it out of here. All I got is a box cutter, a pry bar, a hammer, and that's pretty much sums it up. So Anyway, it would really help having a cameraman, and that's me. Yes, indeed. I'm the one doing all of this. Hope you guys enjoy it. If not, I get it. I'm just a guy. And it's probably pretty boring. Anyway. So, now my masking job. Okay, so like I said, I'm gonna let this do its thing. I'm gonna get busy with my bathroom and get that at least somewhat straightened up and looking better with the rest of the trim I have left. After that, I'm gonna have to probably order some more, and I'm probably gonna do some of my pasta here. But I'm telling you, I mean, I thought having this hobby. I mean, I love this hobby. I do. It's great. It's better than, in my opinion, to own a home or renting a home. You know, I just think that um, something happens and you well, you can't take everything of yours with you. This you can, and if I have to, I can go wherever. So that's why I prefer just living in my RV. And I wanted to have a bit of an older one because I wanted to put in my own touch. And I'm kind of doing that. I did replace these lights with LED lights, and that makes a big difference. I'm telling you, if you have an RV, even if you're just using it for camping, replace your lights with the LED lights. It will save you so much more power. They're brighter, and in my opinion, it's well, they last longer. Plus, those old ones that they used to use, they're like regular light bulbs. They get extremely hot, and I mean I've seen it so many times where it's like burnt, and it's because they get so hot. They're on for such a long period of time. They get hot, and it just melts the plastic. I'm, I'm just like, well, I don't care. I'm just when I had the old ones, like, okay, I replaced the ones with LED socket ones, which worked a lot better. But the switches, like these switches, were like not working on all of them and cutting in and out. It's like, oh my god, it's driving me nuts. So yeah, I have to say I'm really happy with these lights. Change your lights. If you got old LED, old light bulbs, just change them to LEDs. You'll save yourself a headache. Anyway, I'll get back to you guys when I'm done, and hopefully the paint will be done. And seems to be coming along quite well in my opinion. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys later.